Oh, hey you, hey, how are you? Oh my God, I've been doing okay. I've been doing great. I mean, it's not like college is ruining my social life or causing me to break out in hives or anything. Never that, never that. Everything's been great. Everything has been awesome. As we all know, this year has been absolute garbage, okay? Garbage, trash, throw it all away, except now it's October. It's October, and we all know what October means. Not the leaves changing, no one cares about that. We're talking about Halloween, okay? Halloween. Obviously, I have never done Halloween makeup on this channel before, but I love Halloween. And I really want to try to make this like a 2 or 3 part series where I just do like last minute Halloween looks, but I have commitment issues, so don't hold me to it. But for today, I don't know what I want to do yet. Give me a second. All right, well, I think I know what I want to do. I think this part 1 of this series is going to be quick and easy last minute angel makeup. Well, as you can see, I did not do an angel look. I don't know when my brain just decided to take over the concept and was like, no sis, you're doing a devil look. So this is how it turned out. This is my devil look. I'm sorry if this is a spoiler for anybody, but college has completely fried my brain, and somewhere along the process, my brain was like, no angel look this week. But if you do want to see an angel look, please leave it down in the comment section and I will make sure I get it to you next time. Okay, bye. For my base, I use my Makeup Revolution Baking Oil, and to cover up all these blemishes that I've got going on, I'm taking the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer, and it's gonna be a long day. I'm rubbing that Baby Skin Primer all over the spots and speckles that I've got going on here. You know, even though it's Halloween, I don't want to look scary yet. Now, I'm notorious for doing my eyebrows off camera and never sharing how I do them, but I'm going for a bit of an irregular shape this time because we're going for that like angelic, very lifted, very bright, eye-opening look. I want to lift the tails of my brows outwards. Now, I'm not covering my eyebrows with glue. I'm sorry, I'm not, okay? I don't want to do that. So we're just going to try our best to do that with pomade and hope for the best. So I brought you in a little bit closer, so hopefully you can tell the difference between this brow where my tail is a bit more straight and this brow where my tail, that's like pretty much non-existent, is angled down. So I'm gonna fill these in and then we'll be back to conceal. Now that my brows are a bit more straight instead of arched downwards, it's time to conceal. So I'm taking the Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer in the color Very Deep and a concealer brush, and I'm just gonna carve my brow out underneath, but leaving space on my lid for a white base. Now that the underside of my brows are carved out, I'm taking the NYX eyeshadow base in the color White with a concealer brush, and I'm just gonna pack that onto my lid, blending in the concealer and the white lid color. Once I got my base all blended in, I'm digging into my James Charles palette and I'm taking the color You're Kidding, and I'm gonna sponge that onto the inner and outer corners of my eyes. With a clean angled blending brush, I'm going into the color Rusted, and I'm just gonna kind of work around cleaning up the lines and blending some things out a little bit. For my outer corners, I'm bringing Rusted all the way up to my brow bone and dragging it out a little bit. just so that it could start fading into that nice V shape. To darken up my outer corners a little bit, I'm gonna mix that same red shade and Benny and just go over my outer corners. With that same NYX white base, I'm gonna be creating a little bit of a spotlight crease. So I'm just taking a little bit of the base and dabbing lightly on the center of my lid so that it creates kind of like, well, a spotlight. Now to set the white base, I dug up this random Ulta palette that I found, and I was going through my other palettes and I could not find a silvery gray shadow. I mean, like, how often do you hear YouTubers say that they can't find the one product that they need for a video? But I dug up this random Ulta palette and I think I'm gonna go with this silvery gray here because it's gonna match the glitter that we're gonna put on later. So I'm just taking a regular packing brush and setting the white part of my lid with that color. On top of that, I'm gonna be putting the Mars Sydney London foil shimmer in the color Foiled Again, and I'm just gonna pack it on with that same brush in the same spotlight area. Once you've got glitter literally all over your face, we're gonna clean back up this area where the spotlight might be a little messy, going back over with the same red tones and orange tones to blend it all out. Now, if this is enough eyeshadow and glitter for you to last the whole night, and you're like, I'm good, I got enough glitter on, I am totally okay, I don't want to do anymore, you go. You put on some mascara and pop on some lashes and you go, okay? But if you want to spice it up a little bit, if you want to be a little dramatic, or if you got a little boo thing at that Halloween party you're definitely not old enough to go to, I'm going to show you how to take this to the next level. So I moved you guys back a little bit, and then I just realized how huge my head is. Like, I felt like it being up close made my head look huge, but this is a lot of head. I'm so sorry. But if you do want to spice up this look, I suggest that you go to your nearest like craft store. I got these from Hobby Lobby. They're $3.99. They have tons of sales all the time, and it's basically just a huge pack of like multi-colored rhinestones. I also bought pearls. I thought I brought them home. I feel like the lady left them at the cash register, so we have to have a talk about that. But if you do want to spice up this look, we are going to dig out the dark red rhinestones out of this pack and glue them onto our eyes. Now, it took me forever, but I dug out as many of the little red rhinestones I could possibly find. And to glue them on, I bought spirit gum, but I'm like weirdly allergic to certain things, and I don't feel like breaking out even worse. So I'm just gonna use like some really cheap, very sticky eyelash glue to hopefully glue these on. So I'm gonna bring you in a little bit closer, and then we're gonna go through this process together. And now I did a little bit of like guesstimating, and I feel like I'm gonna need about like 9 jewels for each eye. 9 and 9 is 18. Oh my god, wow. Wow. Do you see why I'm not a math major? 18 beads altogether. I think that I have enough, so I'm just gonna start plotting these beads on. I'm looking to go kind of starting from like my outer corner all the way around to like here. So we'll see if we can do this. Okay, so update. It actually took 11 rhinestones to finish this eye, which is great. However, when I was putting out the glue to do the rhinestones, I accidentally knocked over the entire box of gems. So even though I might have started out with enough gems to finish the other eye, I don't know if I have enough to finish it now. So fingers crossed, and let's hope Jack the Skeleton King is on our side. And I'm gonna do the next eye. Now that we got that big mess of rhinestones finally on, I'm going to be adding some of my Maybelline mascara to my regular lashes, and then adding my lashes in the style Stick Up, and then we are ready for our base. Now Stick Up is a big girl, okay? So of course I had to bust her out for a look like this, but if you're looking for something a little bit more on the subtle side, feel free to check out my website. I'll leave the link in the description. I have natural lashes, I've got big lashes, and all your other beauty supply needs. Help a broke college girl out, okay? I'm moisturizing and our primer base is already on. So for foundation, I'm using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation in the color F15. And I'm just gonna dab that on to get rid of all these marks that I have on my face right now. Now that I have my foundation on and I'm looking a bit less, you know, sleep deprived, I'm taking the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Stick in the color C14, and I'm just gonna highlight in all my usual places. So usually, you know, I'm a ride or die person. I never switch products, and I usually use my Absolute New York setting powder, but I was running very low, so I decided to go and pick up this NYX mineral powder in the color medium dark. So we're gonna hope that doesn't make me look a little bit too frightening. I mean, I know it's Halloween, but you know, you don't want to look cakey. Okay, right off the bat, it is a bit white. I mean, if the darkest it goes is medium dark. Believe it or not, it had a higher rating than Juvia Places setting powder, so I decided to go with NYX. I think I might regret it. I don't know yet, but I guess we'll see how it sets down. It feels very nice. Like, it doesn't feel cakey at all. It feels very mineral-y, but it just seems very light. I was hoping it'll be more like a mocha color, but you know, you win some, you lose some. For my waterline, I'm taking the black charcoal pencil from e.l.f. and I'm just gonna darken up my waterline a little bit so that we can go over it with shadow. With a dry, dense liner brush, I'm taking the red from that James Charles palette, the dark brown, and the black. I'm gonna mix those all together and go underneath my waterline. Now, usually I put on bottom lashes for looks like this, but I have a feeling that these lashes are more than enough. So I'm going to apply mascara and then dust off this setting powder. I'll try to leave in a clip of me dusting off that setting powder, but I mean it looks pretty good. I haven't bronzed or contoured yet, of course, but for bronze and contour, I'm using the Golden Hour Tammy Times Makeup Revolution palette, and I'm just gonna bronze with Bronze Bell and then lay on the contour Chic. Now, instead of going in with the Tammy Times Revolution palette blush, I took the red and that orange from the James Charles palette on a jumbo fan brush, and I'm kind of using that like over my contour just to add like a little bit of a reddish hue to my skin. So I'm just adding that on all my highlighting points, my temples, my forehead, and the top of my jawbone, and it gives me that red look that I want. Even though that red shadow gave us a little bit of shimmer, I'm still going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, and I think I'm gonna use the color Hot Sand and Amber Gold. I'm gonna mix those together and apply those in all my usual highlighting areas. So I sprayed my face down with a little bit of rose water spray, and now it's time for lips. I think I'm leaning more towards like a matte red. So let's see how that works out. For my lips, I'm thinking of going dark red. So I'm taking the Sephora matte lip gloss in the color, I don't even know what because it's so old, but it's a perfect color for what I'm looking for. So I lined my lips with a dark lip liner, and I'm just gonna glide this right on. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is expired, but it feels so nice. So now if my lips fall apart, it's okay, it's all right. And here's our final look. I mean, if the pumpkin orange hair and rhinestones are not giving you life and giving you raw Halloween vibes, I don't know what else to do, okay? I am way too lazy to go and dig out my old Halloween stuff from last year, but just think about this with a, you know, nice little red devil horns and like a nice red dress and chef's kiss, okay? Perfect for Halloween. And I'm hoping to turn this into a series where I can get a few looks out before Halloween. Don't hold me to it. I'm not promising anything, okay? But thank you so much for watching this video and sticking with me. If there's anything else that you would like to see me do this year for Halloween, leave a comment, let me know. I will try my best. And don't forget to check out the description box to check out my website where we have lashes and anything else your little heart can desire. And happy Halloween. Well, not really, but until next time, bye.